7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Titans nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And the Titans' 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Tannehill's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 40-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
1st down, Titans.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Tackle made at the
tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Henry. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
For the field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
4-yard line.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Mike 42. 13. Come on, let's go. Mike 42. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 2-yard line.
Second and 1 from the 2.
Check 50. Hey, switch gears. Check 3. Hey, gun. Double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Repeat. You got time right there. Hatch it.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
For San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start with a give to Henry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On first down, Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. 30. 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Gould to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
His kick is good. Makes the score Niners 21, Titans 3. San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
Derrick Henry all alone. zone. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gostkowski the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Brought down
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
21, Titans 10.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
13. 55. Check 26. Check 26. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 2.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
To throw is Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
55, Mark, 55. Let's go.
On 1st, they'll go back to Wilson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Wilson.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards.
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Second down, McKinnon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Slant. I got you.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jarek McKinnon. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Tannehill. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big play?
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
The extra point.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Titans 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10. at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. But look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Marcel Darius on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Check. 21. Check. Hey, gun.
Second down, this is Wilson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
17.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On the ground, it's Evans. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Tannehill now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Niners will go on offense.
3-yard line.
1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
21. Here we go. Mike, gun. Check 55, Mike. Check. I got that.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the penalty, it's Henry. Only a couple there, as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Henry, the Titan ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 2nd down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Titans first down.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. On first down, it's Tannehill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes, knock it away.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 37. And Gostkowski's kick is good.
He's good.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Taken in at the 3. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
At the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Back. Check. Crunch. He's coming. We got double.
They'll run with Evans.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on first down. Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Tannehill. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I'm coming. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Check, Mike. Hey, gun. 54.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 30, the 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry
Touchdown.
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one
is good.
That's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They will run again with Coleman. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Wilson with a first down carry. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mostert. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Mostert, the ball carrier, brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
57's the mic. 57. Coming in.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
You got that, man. 57 the mic.
Tannehill on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
27.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now it's Tannehill. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
21.
42 is the mark. Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Dory Jackson on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
again. They'll run it with Mostert. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
I got you.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kamale Correa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener, but this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Here again is McKinnon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 49ers.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. On the counter, here's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Bears are able to stretch their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
The carry. Gray Greenlaw on the tackle. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Smith catches left side, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now goal for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Niners 58, Titans 27. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
11 on the play. And the Titans first down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. First down and much more for Henry. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
For the extra point.
Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Watch the safety cream. Switch. Kill. Alert 3. 13. Check 50.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.
58. Titans.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think they
anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Flag on the play. Yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah.